Hello, welcome to another one of my videos. My name is Layla and I post videos for ESL students once a week. At the end of this video, please do not forget to subscribe so that you're informed every time I post a new video. Okay, so a lot of my students have been asking, do I use the present perfect? Or do I use the past simple? And my students are very confused. Let's see if we can try and help in today's video. First of all, let's see what the present perfect is. Let's just recap and remind ourselves. Present perfect is a tense. It's a verb tense, and it is when an action or event started in the past, but we still see the effect of it now. So, for example, I have lost my keys. When did I lose my keys? When did the action or event start? The action or event started in the past. Maybe I lost my keys last night, but I still do not have my keys now. The effect of the action is still visible now, and that is why it's present perfect. It has started raining. When did it start raining? It started raining in the past, but I can still see it is raining now. So the rain has not finished, it has not stopped. Or maybe it has stopped, but the ground, the floor is wet. So I still see the effect of it now. The children have eaten their lunch. When did they start eating? They started eating in the past, maybe 1 hour ago, half an hour ago, but I can still see the effect of them eating now. Maybe their plates are empty, their plates are dirty, maybe their stomach, their tummy is full. So I see the effect now. The action started in the past, but I see the effect of it now. That is what we call present perfect. Past simple is different. Past simple is when an action or event started in the past and finished in the past before now. So it started in the past and it finished in the past before now. That is the past simple. I lost my keys. I lost my keys. Past simple. I lost my keys last night. I lost my keys last week. It started in the past and it finished in the past. It started raining. Last week it started raining. But when we use the past tense, that means it finished. So it is not raining now. The children ate their lunch. So they started eating in the past and they finished eating in the past. It's finished. No effect now. And that is past simple. So very quickly to recap, present perfect is when an action or event starts in the past, but we see the effect of it now. Past simple is when an action or event started in the past and finished in the past. That's it. No effect until now. So now what I want to do, now that we know about the different two tenses, we want to see how do we decide in a sentence, do I use the present perfect or do I use the past simple? I've created a very simple little idea diagram here that I'm going to share with you. The T means time out. Time out means stop, wait. T, time out. N, not so fast. That means wait, not so fast. Let's look at the sentence, let's think about it, and then let's decide if it's present perfect or past simple. So time out, not so fast. Let's see if this is going to help. So present perfect or past simple. The first one for T, I'm using T for the time factor. let's look at the time factor in our sentences. I have been to Rome twice this year. This year is the time. Has this year finished? No. The time this year hasn't finished yet. So if the time factor has not finished yet, that is going to be present perfect. But I went to Rome last year. Let's look at the time. The time is last year, and last year has finished. So when we have the time factor, if it has not finished yet, it's present perfect. If the time factor has finished, it's past simple. So T is for time. Let's look at the next one. N. Is it new or extra information? Christina has been working for 3 weeks. This is new information. I didn't know this before. Christina has been working for 3 weeks. She found a job in a bank. This is extra information. She found a job in a bank. When we give new information for the first time, new information is present perfect. When we give extra information, that is past simple. So up to now, T is the time factor. N means new or extra information. If it's new information, it's present perfect. If it's extra information on top of new, then it's past simple. Next one is S. S for specific. Is it specific information or is it vague? Vague, vague. Vague means it's not clear, it's not specific. We have already traveled to Rome. We have already traveled to Rome. When? When did you go to Rome? We don't know. It's very vague. It's not specific. We went in 2018. That's very specific. We know what date. So when the information is vague, it's not specific, we use present perfect. When the information is specific, we have a date, we have specific information, it's past simple. So again, T is for time factor. N is new or extra information. S is for when the information is specific or vague. Let's go to the next one. F. Is the action finished or unfinished? Is it finished or unfinished action? I have lived in England since 2010. I have lived. Are you still living? Yes, I am still living there. The action of living is unfinished. I am still living in England. The action is unfinished. I lived in Japan for 3 years. I do not live there anymore. The action is finished. I have lived in England. So I came to England in the past, in 2010, and I'm still living there now. So the action is unfinished. I lived in Japan for 3 years, and then I left Japan. So the action is finished. When I have unfinished action or event, it's present perfect. When I have a finished action or event, that is past simple. So one more time to recap. T is for the time factor. N, is it new or extra information? S, is it specific or vague information? And F, is it finished or unfinished? Okay. So I have more tutorials coming every week. Please do subscribe and please do share a comment or opinion or even a question if you have one. I would love to read them and I'll try to answer them. And thank you very much for being with me for this video, and hopefully I will see you again soon.